It's your boy Juice, baby. Your chest making it do what it do, man. Welcome to another episode of Optical Illusion. It is the new year, 2023, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Let's go. What's going on? You already know what time it is. Your boy Juice, baby. And your chest making it do what it do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit them comments. You know, let us know what y'all feeling, what y'all want to hear. But I just want to talk about oneness today and the human race. We got to get back into oneness, and that means into one consciousness, into that bliss. Because we don't went too far off track. We are into the stuff that humans bring to the world instead of the human itself. Now, everything that we involve in comes out of human. You know what I mean? Cars, clothes, whatever, you know, etc. Materialistic things. We are into more materialistic things than the human who makes the stuff. We got to get back into oneness. Just a little quick message I want to drop for the day, man. Nothing too major. I'm outside, hear the birds. They're enjoying themselves each and every day. It's a nice sound. Look at them. Hey. It's nature, man. You gotta get back into oneness and respecting one another. You understand that? Because your word is your bond. Your word is your bond. You speak it, it shall be. If you speak against yourself, you can speak for yourself. But your word's your bond. You say you're gonna do something, do it. That will make you you. That will make you human. The concept of doing stuff, not acting out of impulse. Or it's not old, but it's one of our intents where we act fight or flight. You know what I mean? How we used to accomplish ourselves, but we evolved mentally. We can say that. We ain't thinking of, you know how to make fire and do all this other extra. And now we into technology to the maximum. But I sure believe that this technology was already here, bro. And them the secrets they keeping from us, bro. It's an illusion, man. It's like there's a whole bunch of people out here. You know, it's a whole bunch of, you know, I can't say that because they got countries of people that just want to raise them up, you know what I mean? So they got some people out here that's keeping this old technology for themselves. There's a lot of information out here, bro. And it's so deep. You gotta explore. That's why I say seek you shall find. And see, when we get caught up in just the mindset of just how they program the human to think and respond, well, once you actually find out that you can think and respond different than they programmed you, that's when you start to know who you are. Cause they cloned us. We clones. If you really look at it, you know, we done came from another continent, and they done brought the descendants over here and them created them to be something else, and they value is where they were. And we're a whole different creation of people, man. And, I mean, because where our culture at? We creating our culture as we go while we're in America, United States of America. I don't understand that. We creating our culture as we go. What's the culture of American people? Because some people, they countrymen, and they don't let you know that. And people gonna let you know they're indigenous, and you gonna let you know that, and people gonna let you know that they come from these different tribes, and they gonna let you know they represent. But then, and there's so many of them, a variety of different cultures out here, bro. If you just look at it as black and white, you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be inside some, you know, where they gonna want you at, man. Once you start seeing that it's different varieties of human consciousness. One consciousness, you know, the thought, to be aware, but how you use that consciousness, it's different mindsets out here, bro. I just be doing research and then reading documentaries, actually looking at documentaries. You know what I'm saying? The words might be going across the screen, but I'm watching, looking at documentaries about the different races of people that's on this planet. But they only give us the faux, you know, some Chinese, the European, the African, I guess 3. They're like major, you know what I mean, groups of people. The black man, the white man, and the Chinaman. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like they the only people that's on this planet. And they are not, bro. It's like they the only consciousness that's on this planet is dominated by their technology and their mindset. Old information from the past, and that's what they eat now. It's values is what the foundation is upon, bro. These building blocks and these different codes, and man, this thing is, well, you really got to dig deep within yourself to find out where you belong at on this plane, because you got to be useful, man, at least to yourself, because we get caught up in stuff, and I don't like it, bro. We too barbaric, we caught up in stuff. It seems like the human mindset should have been involved from this capitalism, barbaric type of lifestyle. I don't understand it. I don't really get it. You want to beat up on people. You want to fight people. You want to take what's there. You know, establish some type of foot on the person's neck. It don't make sense. I don't understand. It's all. I don't see a strategy behind it. I mean, only on their end, you know what I mean, or the death of the other human people, you know, for you can be able to live a certain way. I don't understand that way of mindset, bro. You understand? Like when you look at them indigenous, they won. They are one. That's why I say we need to get back into oneness, because we so Americanized or European thinking wise that we done came to individual. They got groups. They got think tanks, and you know what I mean? I mean, bro, just imagine a group of scientists and their mindset. How you think they become that way? They don't thinking like no regular person paying bills and rent and all this crazy. They on a whole nother mindset, bro. You understand? They on a whole nother level of consciousness, man. And that's what I'm saying on, it's different levels to, that's what I always say, is levels to this. There's levels of thinking, there's levels to comprehension. You understand? There's levels to understanding. There's levels to that, because you might understand a certain situation at a certain level until you get the whole, you know, piece of cake. Then you understand how you can divide that information. But until you just get sliced and sliced and sliced, you get just slices, but then you start to learn how to build yourself. So you learn how to bake and make your whole cake, so you can see the, you know, the different dimensions. You know what I mean? So when you skin getting head for it, that's why I respect when you go teach a person how to fish instead of giving them fish. Respect that mindset. So much can come up out of that. But the oneness is, we need to get back more in tune to one another, bro. At least into to nature. Because once you start seeing how nature move, you're going to be like, that's how we supposed to move. You're going to see what I'm saying. When people understand when I say get back into nature, looking at the organism and seeing how everybody, you know, accommodate one another. Even if they different species, they accommodate one another. You understand what I'm saying? And they look out for one another. Damn bird riding on a rhino back. He giving them a ride across the water. Like, come on, bro. They have one. I'm saying I think that they might have been eating. You know what I mean? Because I see how a lot of these big animals, boy, they just eat grass and all that there. Boy, they more stronger than the carnivores. I mean, so was they created to be carnivores? Was they brought to this earth to be carnivores? You understand? It's a different reality out here. It's a different mindset. And everybody out here doing what they need to do. Then once you start to look at how everybody coming out, you ain't gonna never see how you need to be, because you all into what everybody else thinking about. They ain't got your own mindset. If you ain't got your own mindset, then what's gonna happen? You're gonna be following what other moms thinking. You all into their mindset, their emotions, and they feeling, and how they feel, how they should look at life, and how they picture life. You ain't never put yourself to a point where you can see life for what you see it for. You ain't gonna never experience what you here for. You understand? And then you actually can't experience what somebody else experienced, as in the feeling wise. You might go through it, but how you react to it ain't gonna be the same. You know what I mean? Two people get slapped. One person might hold their face. The other person gonna snap off. You gonna slap this nigga ass. He gonna swing back. Bah! The other person gonna hold their face. You understand what I'm saying? It depends on how you. The other person might yell out and scream a whole lot. Ah! You might slap a person. The other person might run down the street. You know what I mean? You could do the same thing to everybody, but everybody ain't gonna react the same way to what you do to them. You understand what I'm saying? So all that being said is that the mindset of a person has to be to the point where he respects himself as an individual and respect the next man. But once you trying to get over and disrespect somebody, like you actually trying to get over all the time. Like you don't want the person to experience their life. And that's one thing I keep saying. And then we be disrupting each other's experiences. Like if somebody actually telling you, speaking how they, what they see and what's going on around them in their reality, and then you try to cut their conversation. Like, hold on, man. I'm trying to explain what I'm seeing. Like you can't cut people's experience. But we gotta sit down and listen sometime and stop being, always thinking that you as an individual supposed to be before a person. No, we supposed to be right here with that person, man. You know what I mean? That's why I like kids. That's why I'm glad you having kids in these different, states, because it keep you in a peaceful mode, especially when you got them little babies. Can't be all aggressive to them babies and be, going crazy. Because guess what? They learning how to, comprehend they self. They learning how to, recognize what's going on in their surroundings. They be mischief. They curious and things to that nation. So it's like, they keep you peaceful. If your kids don't grow up and you're a certain age and you feel like that heart and get inside your heart, because all the stress and oppression, the thing that you done been through, bills and all this stuff, just keep repeating itself. But then them kids, they got different intellects and skills that they bring to the table, different feelings and vibes. You might have one kid that's just quiet all the time. One kid always jumping around, dancing and stuff. And, I'm just saying my experience. Then one kid that's been in everything or trying to learn everything. You gotta let them people enjoy their experiences, man. And we gotta experience life with one another to the fullest. Like seriously, that we ain't experiencing life with one another. Now how we supposed to look at this life to the point where what we getting out of it? Like what is this? You wake up every day, keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. Nobody elevating. Only the people who actually planning and creating stuff for you to get involved in. You understand? You just keep being consumers. Nobody making and creating no more. Nobody investing into each other. We investing into the monster, the machine that's already built. Nobody trying to build their own machine. You know what I'm saying? It's like it gets crazy. I'm just acknowledging what I'm going through as a human species, what they call me, a spiritual person, or I'm out from outer space or from the inner earth. Like, hey man, once you start studying this stuff, man, you don't know, like where your vibe at, then it's like, is that very important to this point right now? Where you come from or where you came from? It might, and it might not, especially for the new creature who been created. Like he ain't much got a past, so it's like he got to start from where he at. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Like he can reach back into certain avenues or certain realities, but then he really can't attach himself because they done detach you from, from your mother. Like, that's real serious. When they take that umbilical cord and they cut you, because everybody's still connected to the umbilical cord. The Chinese man, the Russian, and the German, whatever, they own their land. I'm talking about their land. Not they done got took from their land, and there's somebody, they own their land. Even if they took, they own their land. They own it. It's like America. And then you ever picture why the Indians the only people with reservations, man? I just was peeping that one day, man. I said, damn. There's got to be something serious. These people had to been already here, and we know they here because in my bloodline, my granddaddy, actually my mom's dad, he supposed to be Indian from Arkansas and all that. So there's some stuff that go on, and then the Africans, they married into, you know. So we all family, man. So we did the research, you know. On my dad's side, one of my part of my great granddaddy, he jumped off the ship when they got on land, and he escaped, and he, you know, went into the natives, and they was almost looked alike, so they couldn't tell, you know what I'm saying? And then they got the family tree. We was at the I was actually at my uncle's, my dad's cousin. He a barber. He a barber shop down here in Miami, man. And he got the tree, took out the books and all, man, and showed us. He went and did his research, and that's what happened, man. So we got that in us, but it's to the point of what got detached. And you know what I mean on that point is that the culture, they didn't keep going over there.
Yeah, it's going down. Join us at the Boston Visual Conference 2023. Tickets are on sale now. Be there or be square.